Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by again. This will be a fairly short video. I have a few products I've stumbled upon, if you want to put it that way, that are pretty good. And in my world of get-home bags as my primary obsession, and then bug-out bags is last on my list because I don't plan on bag bugging out, and I don't have any place to bug out to. So anyway, with that said, did you ever look at water filters? You have the Life Straw, the Sawyer Mini, the Katadyn Vario, and even I have a Steri-Pen. They all say they're great for hiking, backpacking, and camping. My problem is in my get-home bag, if I have to go through a city or urban environment, I don't have a stream. It's just what it is. My stream is going to be the water that's running down the gutter on the side of the street, or maybe the puddle at the end of the street or at the cul-de-sac. This is stuff that runs down your street and it's headed for the storm drains. When it runs down the street, it's also picking up everything that's been dripped in the street off primarily cars. So I found a water filter by mistake. I believe this is pronounced Seychelles. Seychelles. Not only does this do everything that all of those other previously mentioned water filters do, this will filter out chemicals, and it will filter out heavy metals and radiological contamination. How's that? So if you're like me, and a good part of your get home walk is going to be in an urban or possibly city environment, you might want to look at these. I found this on Amazon, and then I ended up going directly to the Seychelles. It's spelled Seychelle. I ended up going to their website directly because I wanted to buy additional filters. So you might want to take a look at these. Another one is a blanket. Yes, I'm using a cheat sheet. A blanket. It looks like a simple blanket. The deal with this is I bought 2 of these blankets from the NRA store, I think 4 or 5 years ago. And what they are is a polyester blend, waterproof fabric on the outside. The inside is fleece. It's bonded, so it's not a floppy fleece that's going to get all, gnarly and folded up. Okay, like I said, they're waterproof. This is 52 inches by 80 inches. These I've actually used. I have a tan one that I actually used on a camping trip high in the Rockies, where it got pretty damn cold at night. And this on top of what I was using for sleeping just made all the world of difference. It's nice too if you're gonna, they say it's great for picnics, soccer games, that kind of thing. I keep one in my car and one in my pickup truck, and I wanted one for my work van. And it's also part of my get home bag now. Interestingly enough, the company is called 5-Star Gear. And this is the, what do we call it? This is called the 5-Star Gear Blanket Warm and Dry. And if you go to Amazon, you can buy this for about $20 cheaper than if you buy the identical thing on the NRA store site. They come in black, they come in tan. The black is actually less expensive than the tan. It's got the elastic straps. When you fold it up and roll it up, it's got a way to carry it. So if you're interested in that, so that's it for the blanket. And then food. In get home bags, I see everybody with food. Okay, we get obsessed with what we're going to eat on the way home. I'm obsessed with it too. Here's my problem. Last year here in Colorado, we had a weather event. I don't know the technical name, but it was basically a land-based hurricane with snow instead of rain. The winds were horrific. The snow was horrific. It shut down the entire metro area of Denver up and down what we call the Front Range. And I have friends that actually spend 22 hours plus in their trucks on the way home from work on the side of a road. And it was the 22 hours plus before various police departments and rescue people came along with the snowcats and got them out. They still had to leave their trucks there. They could not move the trucks. But you've got 22 plus hours that they sat in those trucks. And I don't know how bad the traffic was before they just finally had to pull off the road and say, forget it. These guys work in construction. They had nothing. Maybe half a bottle of water in their truck. They certainly didn't have any food. They weren't prepared for this. And it's pretty much my worst nightmare, other than having to walk home because my job site was 50 miles away. Being stuck in a blizzard in your pickup truck would be brutal. You're not going to get out and make a little fire. I have all kinds of little cooking stoves, and oh my goodness, and I've got the little little fuel bottles and mini stoves, and I'm sure everybody's got that, and and we're all going to get out there with our ferro rods and we're going to make a fire. You're not making a fire in that blizzard with those winds that we had. You're certainly not making a fire inside your truck. That's a good way to not leave your truck ever. So what I found, I know there's MREs out there. What I found was these called Oatmeals. They're just, what it is it's just an entree. I did find them on Amazon. This one here is lentils with beef, and this one here is maple brown sugar oatmeal. And they're simple. Basically, you've got the meal itself, you've got the heating element, and you've got some utensils. It's just a MRE. Pretty much an MRE entree with nothing else. So you don't have to get into field stripping. You can see the size of it. This is a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper. So it's actually smaller than a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper. It's probably no more than a ½ inch thick. So I think they pack way better. And I haven't tried one. I bought a few extras. But I like I said, I haven't tried one. The extras were for me to go ahead and try, and I will try them. But it's just something I ran across pretty much by accident. Lastly, but not least, I am a CCW holder in the state that I live in, and but I've also wondered sometimes. I'm in a work van or I'm in my pickup truck, and I pull into some place, fast food at lunchtime, and some of the areas in the city are not really great areas. So, and you can have this tendency to have some indigent or homeless people kind of look like they're going to approach your truck. I don't want to be bothered at lunchtime. And if I get one that starts to come towards my truck and I say, hey, I'm not interested, get away, they keep coming. I really don't want to be pointing a firearm at them. They haven't done anything. I'm going to end up with a felony menacing charge or something. I'm going to be in trouble. So what I did is I found this Sabre pepper gel. This is apparently really good stuff. It's red. This particular one is good for a stream up to 20 feet out. Any position of the bottle. And they're nice and small, and it's just one of those things that I picked up to keep with me. Now I have one in my lunchbox, one in my personal car, one in my van, and one in my work pickup truck. Just for those times when you may need something, but actually pulling a weapon is not the way you want to go about handling a situation. So anyway. And again, this is another Amazon. Pretty much everything I end up getting is on Amazon these days, except for the Seychelles water filter. By the way, this is the extreme model. They do have other models, that are a couple dollars less, again, then you're only getting a Sawyer, or some kind of regular filter. This if you get the Seychelles Extreme, that's the one that will do this, what I call the street chemicals and the radiological contaminants. So anyway, I hope maybe you picked up a couple things, or you might be interested in a couple products. Before I go, I buy these on my own. I have never talked to people at these companies. I've never asked for anything from them. They've never offered me anything. They don't even know I exist. I think, what do I have now? 24, 25 subscribers. So anyway, and I'm not monetized. So this is just stuff that I buy on my own. And I'm trying to put together that ultimate get-home bag. I want to be able to hike for 3 days and eat for 3 days and weigh 25 pounds. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but that's my goal. So hope you enjoyed this, and leave some comments. Thank you.